Hello, my name is Nikki Patton, and today I will be presenting an institutional analysis of the University of Missouri regarding their Service Learning Office. The University of Missouri's mission statement is, "Our distinct mission as Missouri's only state-supported member of the Association of American Universities is to provide all Missourians the benefits of a world-class research university. We are stewards and builders of a priceless state resource, a unique physical infrastructure, and scholarly environment in which our tightly interlocked missions of teaching, research, service, and economic development work together on behalf of all citizens. Students work side by side with some of the world's best faculty to advance the arts and humanities, the sciences, and the professions. Scholarship and teaching are daily driven by a commitment to public service, the obligation to produce and disseminate knowledge that will improve the quality of life in the state, the nation, and the world." The Office of Service Learning at the University of Missouri's mission is to provide opportunities and academic credit for experience-based learning, to promote lifelong commitment to social responsibility and public service. Service learning at MU strives to develop civic, corporate, and social responsibility while enhancing the student's personal growth and enriching the lives of persons within the community. As you can see here on this slide, I put certain statements in bold. These are the statements that I believe cause a connection between the general mission of the University of Missouri and the mission of the Office of Service Learning. First and foremost, it's important to note that service makes an appearance in the institution's mission statement. Despite being a research-based institution, they make it clear that the whole university stands behind their desire to improve the quality of life, starting in their state and moving on to the entire world. The Office of Service Learning's mission statement ties back to the general statement by emphasizing academic opportunities, which the general mission statement says work with service and economic development. In addition, the Office of Student Learning states that the Office of Service Learning states that they are enhancing students' personal growth and enriching lives, which mirrors the general statement's wording of improving the quality of life. Within the institution, the Office of Service Learning is located under the Vice Provost for Undergraduate Studies and E-Learning. This means that it technically reports to academic affairs. Based on the website, I've deferred that the desired audience is students, local partners, and faculty and staff. On the Office of Service Learning's main page, which I have a picture of here on this slide, they have a number of tabs. Some of these indicate who I view as their intended audience: students, their local community partners, and their faculty and staff. The Office of Service Learning is really the one-stop shop for all aspects of service, whether that be courses, different programs, or internships. They do also link to a MU Serves website, which appears to be some sort of portal that you can log on to. In addition, the MU Serves website does show smaller service opportunities in the local community. The positions within the Office of Service Learning are the director of the office, the internship coordinator, and the program coordinator. The Office of Service Learning has quite a few programs available. Notably, they have specific courses which vary from animal science to the Russian language, to geography, to business management, to health professions, to journalism, and much more. All of these have an aspect of service incorporated into them. The office also provides a minor. This minor requires a handful of classes and a whole bunch of volunteering and service work opportunities. Another program that they offer is the Community Engagement Project. Through this, students can participate and work with youth or in public health. They have a number of local internships. Mostly these internships either work with government or with a nonprofit. They also have quite a few global internships. These vary in length between a few weeks during the summer or winter break, or a full semester. There are many pre-decided locations and programs, but they also have the opportunity to create your own. Their website is very thorough, but there were a few highlights. One thing that was made very clear through their page is the fact that they have a clear desire to serve. They really want to serve not just the institution, but also the students and the faculty, as well as their community. This is visible through their About page and the information that they have listed there, such as their mission statement. It's also visible through the fact that they have clearly labeled sections for different parts of their audience. That kind of flows into the next thing that I love about their website. There are very clear definitions and explanations. There is a very visible, easy to find mission statement, and they talk about how that ties into the work that they do. It's very obvious what you will get by working with this office, whether you are a partner, where you can find a link about how service learning students are different from just other volunteers, or whether you're a student, where you can find deep explanations about their programs. They are very clear on their website. Jacoby states in her book on service learning that service learning intentionally seeks to strike a balance between student learning and community outcomes. The Office of Student Learning at MU very clearly discusses the importance of there being both a service and a learning aspect to what they do. This is what makes up service learning, as is visible in the Jacoby quote. The second quote that I have is also from Jacoby. She defines service learning as a form of experiential education in which students engage in activities that address human and community needs, together with structured opportunities for reflection designed to achieve desired learning outcomes. This definition is a broad one, and it's intended to include service learning outside of the classroom. The University of Missouri focuses on options through their classes, as well as internships and more independent programs, but I didn't find a lot on co-curricular options, such as organizations or other clubs that might work with the Office of Student Learning. Along with this definition comes the importance of debriefing. Unfortunately, the Missouri University website does not go into debriefing much, which leaves me with many questions regarding how and when they debrief. I think that these questions are important to address, as it addresses what the students might be learning and how they're impacting their communities. It is important to note that they do have a student blog on which students can, in some form, debrief. The other item that I find particularly interesting about this website and the Office of Service Learning is liability. Liability is viewed as one of the harder parts of service learning, and in Jacoby's book on service learning is actually a whole chapter is dedicated to it and the hard parts of dealing with liability and the legal aspects of that. The website, however, of the Office of Student Learning at University of Missouri seems to indicate that this isn't as big of an issue for them and that students take the responsibility that they're handed very seriously. On the website, it does discuss the fact that students are held accountable by many different people. They're held accountable by their agency, who they're working with, by the Office of Student Learning, and by the faculty members. This helps students to be aware of the responsibility that they have and means that they are reporting to a lot of people and handling what could become issues before they become them. University of Missouri Office of Student Learning is a very established office and has clearly indicated their desire to continue service learning at the University of Missouri. They've created a website that is easy to navigate and that clearly defines their goals and their mission. Because of these clear definitions and this easy to navigate website, it is very straightforward for students to determine what kinds of service learning opportunities they have, and it is straightforward for partners to determine what they might gain by working with the university.